Y'all don't like how I call out black women.
You niggas these days want a bitch to approach you. You
literally sitting here pregnant. That's not fucking.
Not let these men impregnate y'all, not in a real committed relationship with.
I'm going to be submissive to a man because I have seen how a man can let a woman down.
That's why I don't respect men. So anybody out there wondering, that's why. Like, you niggas can't even plan a date.
Apparently black women need to be protected from me, y'all, because this isn't the first time I've seen this comment. So y'all don't like how I call out black women. Well, if you don't like the fact of me calling out some truths, then baby, you are in fact part of the problem too. Because if we look at other cultures and we look at the rest of the world, black women, they have the same, like, you know, the same behaviors, right? Asian women have the same. If I told you that I saw an Asian woman and she was throwing up gang signs and cussing and she got 5 or 6 baby daddies, now would you be like, damn, I have never seen an Asian woman act like that?
You know, she makes a good point, because the first thing I would say, where is this Asian lady from? Because I've seen some Asian ladies act like that grew up in Brooklyn. So it depends, but you're usually not going to say that's an Asian lady. You're going to say it's somebody that's black. It's a black woman. Let's continue.
Like, what the is going, like, where is she from? You know what I mean? You would be really concerned. Like, that is not how we see Asian women. Now, if I told you there was a black woman, she was acting an ass at the store, she got 4 or 5 baby daddies, you'd be like, that's not about right. Right? So you see, like, I'm not making up behaviors that they display. It is clearly something that is happening. So for y'all to keep saying protect black women from me, y'all need to go and talk to y'all mamas, y'all sisters, y'all daughters, somebody, because we need to correct the behavior before trying to tell somebody that they're wrong when clearly everybody is seeing the same thing.
She's right. It's a correction happening. What you ladies are doing is not right. It's not. Men have been saying it for the longest. Men distance themselves from dealing with you because of it. And you take it as an attack. All people are trying to do is help. Like when you ladies say, oh, I feel like I need to check myself all the time. I feel like I can't be myself. Well, depending on what you do in life, you have to check yourself. I'll give you an example. When I first started working for corporate America, right? When I first got my first job at 16, I knew right away. I cursed a lot in my speech. I instantly started changing cursing in my speech. Why? Because that shows that you lack substance. When you have to curse every word you say, you have nothing else better to say. That's a problem. And I started correcting that because I corrected myself. The problem is you don't want to correct yourself.
Real talk alert.
You don't want nobody else to correct you. You want people to stay over there, be quiet. But no, it can't be that way. Everyone needs correction.
Respect you men is because you niggas ain't shit. You niggas, okay, y'all want to be respected as men, right? So why the fuck we women have to plan the dates for y'all? Do you want me to fuck you? Do you want me to eat your pussy too?
Brother,
Because you're a man.
Whoa, wait a minute. She said eat your pussy. She does that for men. I know she does. She a big girl too. I'm not even shocked when you said that. You said it with a lot of confidence. Very telling. Very telling.
You're a man, and I know that you knew the niggas is raised different, but back in my pawpaw day, the nigga asked the woman out. He planned a date. He has niggas be nervous asking a bad bitch out.
those days are over.
You know what I'm saying? A real woman, they be nervous like, oh, she gonna shoot me down. You niggas these days want a bitch to approach you. You can like a bitch all day, be pressuring on a bitch, flirting with a bitch, but will never approach a bitch. And if you do have the nerves to approach a bitch, now you don't know how to date the bitch. Like, why am I planning dates for us? What, you want me to do everything and you just pay? If you pay, God forbid you want me to pay for my food or I end up paying for both of our food. Like, what is so hard about finding out what a girl likes to do, what a girl likes to eat, and planning a date from there? Why can't you niggas do that? Are y'all just this lazy, this slow, or what? Like, that's why I don't respect men.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
I will start back respecting y'all when a nigga can plan a date, approach, and court a woman
Those days are over.
correctly. Then I respect y'all. Man that can date me without wanting to me before he even know if I even got an STD or before he even know my full legal name, I'll respect y'all then. But until then, I can't respect y'all niggas. Y'all don't give me nothing to respect.
Wait a minute. Who are you?
I only respect men.
Once again, another one. What am I talking about? Another one who's affected by Pookie, right? Because regular guys are not just trying to smash. I don't know what you got. Seriously. And if I do try to smash, I'm wearing a condom because I don't know you from anywhere. See, a regular guy is going to get to know you. He's going to take the time. But guess what? You most likely won't give that regular guy the time of day. Yeah, I know. Yeah, you're like, man, why is he going in like that? Because that's an issue. Why am I going in? Look at the way you're carrying on. I have to show you that similar energy. That's the only kind of energy you're going to respect. Let's continue.
I'm highly submissive and respectful to men, but little boys, I don't respect y'all because I don't have to. You know, give me something to respect. Give me something to respect. You don't. I tell you, I like Mexican food, right? So you telling me you can't plan a date with that? If I tell you that I like to paint, you can't plan a date with that? If I'm telling you I like candles, if I tell you my favorite color is this, if I tell you I like this and that, you're telling me that you can't get on a fucking look for something and plan a date? It's not that you can't. You niggas are just slow and you don't want to. You put no effort into it. And that's why I really wish us women would just stop fucking. Okay? I don't know. That's why I don't respect men. So anybody out there wondering, that's why. Like, you niggas can't even plan a date. And you be trying to fuck too fast. So I don't respect y'all. I treat y'all like shit for those two reasons.
Who's gonna tell her? We don't care.
She's mad, but lady, look at what you qualified for. You're a big girl.
Real talk alert.
People have to tell people the truth. Men are going to treat you like one. And how do men see big girls? Slap it down and pass it around. That's how men see you. Unfortunately, I wish it was some other way, but it's that way. It can't be the other way. And a man to worship you, to worship in a woman, requires simping. It requires, oh, I would do anything for you, baby. That's what you sound like you will. You want it to be some other way. You probably had guys do that to you in the past. But as far as men simping, those days are over.
Couldn't agree more.
I'm so tired of this stigma and even having to make this post, but it's just not true. I literally went to the association on Juneteenth, which is an all-black party, as I'm sure you guys know, and I was approached by several black men. I saw one checked me out from the one end of the bar, came all the way down to look for me and say hello to me. He walked across the room to approach me and then got my number by the end of the night. So if you're feeling like you don't get approached, maybe you should take a look at yourself. Are you allowing yourself to be approached? Are you putting yourself out there? Are you showing up looking your absolute best? And like, no shade to like anybody and people who have said this, but I'm just so tired of hearing this. One breath, you want to say black men don't approach black women. And then in the next breath, there's women that want to say, wait around for these black men. So which one is it? Which one is it? It's like, I pause the camera to like have this reaction that I'm having, but then I realize that like this is the best part, so you guys can see that I like really feel it. Like, this is so frustrating for me because I just don't believe it. I date all different races of men in this city, outside of this city, etc. And yes, I'm not going to BS you. I have noticed Sometimes the energy at black parties, I don't even get approached. But I tell myself that's because I am not the type of woman that these men are interested in. I can humble myself enough to admit that. And I'm not going to blame them for not approaching me specifically. I can understand that. And yes, I put myself in different rooms and different spaces to be approached by other types of men. I don't complain about it in people's Instagram comments. Do not blanket statement all men. Do not blanket statement all men in LA. I can say as someone who's lived here 8 years, and you guys can see from my page that I go to all different types of events. It is not that all LA black men don't approach. It's just not true. It's just not true. So please stop saying that. Whatever you say, you're going to continue to manifest more of it. So if you believe in your mind that black men don't approach you, all the universe can send you is a bunch of men that are never going to approach you. You're going to keep walking into rooms and wonder why.
You know, what she's saying is so true. It is, because what has happened from so many making videos, and she's not qualified, making videos like her, what has happened? Men have said, okay, I'm just not going to approach. But she gets approached. But why does she get approached? She has an approachable character. You see how she talks? She acts like a lady. She probably has that look and that smile. You can tell from a jipper attitude. A lot of black ladies would say, you acting like a white girl. And that jipper attitude is what a lot of guys want. You say, how you doing? Oh, hey, hi. She seems like one of those girls. Oh, hey, hi. That's what a guy wants. Be open and ready.
Wondering why no one is noticing you. You have to change your mindset to change your reality. Stop telling yourself that when you go out, you don't get approached. Start telling yourself, as soon as you walk into a room, everyone wants to talk to me. Talk to women, talk to other people, approach someone else. I'm very passionate about this, and I'm starting to realize that I've been leading you guys to water without teaching you how to drink. But then I make content that like shows people how to get better approached, and it bombs. But we're gonna try it again, just for you, okay? Because I'm gonna give you guys tips and tricks and whatever to get yourself approached when you go out. Because I never have a problem getting approached when I go out. I rarely even pay for my own drinks when I go out because I'm constantly being approached. And you can have that experience too. You can.
I'm a single mother as myself. I tell myself I'm not going to be submissive to a man because I have seen how a man can let a woman down. A man can promise a woman A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and he ain't gonna do it. So I'm going to sit down. I'm going to make sure that I take care of myself. I'm not going to submit until I know for sure
that's not
a man
attractive.
has that.
Then that's not attractive.
Not attractive.
For you, think for yourself.
No, that's fine.
It's not. It's
and
not
that's
attractive.
fine.
Are you? She just admitted that men prefer more submissive women, and you agreed with that.
They do.
And then she went ahead and said, "Well, I'm not going to be submissive to everyone." And then I responded with, "Congratulations, you're going to be less attractive to a majority of men."
Move on.
And that is a component.
But that's just
and that
to
is a
explain
component.
what you
And
were
that is a
saying.
component as to why black women fare less favorably than other races because they don't want to be submissive. So thank you for proving my point for me once again. Like this is crazy. Like you guys sit here and argue, and then your points actually make my point stronger.
You know what's
crazy? You're proving him right.
Myron is a little off. He's very aggressive when he speaks, but he was 1,000,000% right. And all they know is he is sending tickles up their spine to fight. He has that gift to send tickles up your spine to fight. He makes people get aggressive, and especially with the attitude of the modern black woman. Forget modern black woman, modern woman in general. It causes a problem.
Have kids yet? This message is for you. Coming from a 30-year-old mom of 3 with 3 different baby daddies, listen up, y'all. While you are out here dating and talking to niggas and having a roster and just doing you, living your best life, but calling up some meat whenever you get an urge in your flesh, y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. Use protection. Please use protection. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. Use protection.
Now, you heard. She said that, And then you still see things like this.
It's funny. I'm here to tell you this not funny no more. There ain't nothing funny no more. I'm literally sitting here pregnant. That's just not fucking funny. It's not cute. It's not cute. It's not fuck them kids. All this shit, bitty. All this shit. Fuck my baby daddy, rich baby daddy. That shit was fun. But it's not fun. Because now I'm serious. I'm pregnant. What the fuck? Ah! Like what? Oh my god! What the fuck? Bro, it's just not funny. Damn, my whole life. I'm 21. It's fucking, bro. It's fucking over. I'm crashing the fuck out. I'm probably finna delete this. And I'm really crashing the fuck out. But bro, no! Oh, this shit not funny. You did some real shit. Stop sitting up out there fucking. When it tests, put 2 lines. You gonna be like this, bro, with a hole in your on it. On my soul. That shit crazy. Like, what the fuck?
And the wild thing is it could have been so much worse. You know, this made me rewind back to the video the other day when I showed a lady that looked like she was her age and she gave the man HIV. It could have been that. Were you tested when you did a pregnancy test? I'm sure she didn't go to a doctor yet. Yeah, these little girls, man. Stop playing with your life. Wrap it up. I say this because, and this is why the girl that spoke before that said how people look at black women. If you say a gangbanger, baby mama with 5 baby daddies, you're going to think a black woman, right? It's a problem. And the most people with the HIV is black women. It's not cool. I don't like seeing that. And then the girl that wants to be worshipped, she's sort of right, but she's talking about bokies. Where do we go from here? All we go is backwards from here. Let me let this girl finish it up.
Do not let these men who you are just having fun with, who you are just sleeping around with, impregnate y'all. Do not let these men impregnate y'all that you are not in a real committed relationship with, who you don't know like that. You don't know his family. You don't know what's in his bloodline. You don't know how he acts when he gets angry. Or you do and you like it because, y'all toxic and you think it's cute. Don't let them type of men impregnate you, sis. It may be fun for now. You may think that, you getting your rocks off and his meat is good. But let me tell you how it creates unnecessary trauma, unnecessary soul ties that your later self is going to regret. Now, I had my first kid at 18. I had my second kid at 21. And I was a mess in both of those stages. And even though my second baby daddy, we was in a relationship, it was very toxic. I dealt with a lot of domestic violence, a lot of cheating, a lot of dumb stuff. We both was young. I was 21. He was 27. So we dealt with all that. But long story short, he went to jail. He ain't been home since. And when he went to jail 8 years ago, I took it upon myself to level up, to be better. I didn't want to just be a baby mama. I wanted to be a wife. I didn't want to stay in the hood. I wanted to raise my kids in a better environment. So once I did all that, I attracted the man of my dreams, whom I'm with right now. And now I live the life of my dreams. Like, I live a good life and I have a good family and I'm so appreciative. Let me tell you, sometimes when you finally get what you prayed for and you thought you've healed, once you get in these once you get in a new relationship and it's different, whew, man, that's when that trauma starts boiling. And that's when you are so used to arguing, to being in dysfunction, you don't even know how to love. You don't know how to be loved. You don't know how to resolve conflict. And then you have just extra baggage. And please hear my heart when I say this. I do not regret my children. But sometimes I wish I would have done it differently. Because my man, when I met him, he didn't have no kids. You know what I'm saying? So I gave him his first child. But I got so much trauma from my other two baby daddies that sometimes it's like a block. It's like a block right there. And it's so hard to get over that. And this man didn't do nothing to me. I'm basing everything off of what the last two niggas did. And that's not fair to him. And sometimes, like, I get so caught up in my feelings and in my traumas, and I bring that into the relationship. And then not even just that. The kids that I had out of wedlock with the two men, now they in our household causing drama. Now they're in our household because they got the DNA from their daddies, and their daddies is a whole mess, like a whole hot mess. And now the kids are just acting like their fathers, and now the next man got to deal with it. And it's not fair to him, but it is what it is. He accepts my kids, and like I said, he treats my kids like they're his. And my kids live a great life. My kids live a good life. But sometimes I just be like, wow, I really had two kids, two randoms.
This girl got lucky. She got lucky. Why did she get lucky? She has the face card. She's not big yet. Or she could have got big when she had the kids. She went to the gym, most likely, and worked on herself. She kept herself fit, feminine, and friendly. So it worked. But as far as guys in mass numbers taking care of someone else's kids, those days are over.
We agree. People is the most accepting race. When I brought a white woman home to my parents, my grandmama was the first one to say, "Hey, little white girl," and she greeted her and hugged her. And everybody in my family really did call her little white girl. They loved her, showed her, like they played with, like they loved her. And now let's flip it. When my baby mama told her dad that she was dating a black dude and he found out, and his exact words was like, "I literally been throwing up all day since I found out you been dating the N-word." He called me an N-word like 3-4 times, and like, I just been sick to my stomach. He didn't want to come to the baby shower. He didn't want shit to do with her. And when he finally did come to the baby shower, he was quiet as hell. And then it was an after party or something after the baby shower. I'm literally the only black dude at this party. And I hear the little white kids talking about, "There's a black guy here." I'm like, "Don't you know I can hear you?" And then after the fact, he tried to accept my daughter. Like after she was born, her dad was like, "Oh, look at her lips." Like,
same situation. The same thing for this black man. I'll be honest. We got to hold the men accountable too, right? What did he do? He went and got her pregnant, and he didn't even find out about the parents. I'm calling it how it is. This man was irresponsible. That's why he's dealing with a racist pops who I would never deal with. I stopped talking to her. But that's me.
First thing you see. So yes, black people always get the short end of the stick no matter what. Being called little white girl compared to being called little black boy and the actual N word, yeah, you let me know which one oppress people more.
In this, but I'ma say it anyway because y'all know I don't care. That woman that is 41 years old and 6 weeks pregnant by a married man who didn't know he was married and has decided to reconcile with his wife. So not only do I not want to be with you, but I don't want that baby. The way I would have packed that bag so quick and found me the closest clinic. Ladies, stop making these men tell you multiple times that they don't want you and that they don't want their baby. Stop creating a life that you are going to struggle in potentially and despise. Because you didn't get pregnant because you wanted a baby. She said, I didn't think I ever wanted to have kids. Honestly, didn't. She got pregnant because she was in love with that man. And now you're going to be stuck with a baby that is going to be a constant reminder every day of the relationship and the marriage that you never got. She didn't really want that baby. She wanted him. And let situations like this be a cautionary tale for you ladies. Why y'all not running credit, background checks? Why are y'all not doing the Googles and finding out if they're in a relationship? Y'all understand a credit check will show all the people that have been linked to him, i.e. wives. Some of this y'all be bringing on y'all self. Yes, the men be lying. But when you don't do your due diligence, this is what you get. Well, Ash, I can't believe you saying that. You telling her to go and have an abortion? I thought you was a Christian. I am. And a sin is a sin in my book. Sleeping around before marriage is a sin. Sleeping with a married man is a sin. So if you're going to do worldly things, you're going to have to make some worldly decisions. And I would much rather ask God for forgiveness than to live a life for 18 years with this baby that I hate. Potentially taking it out on the baby. Having all kind of financial struggles and medical issues. And my child not having a daddy. Which one y'all think is worse? A quick drive to your nearest available state? Make it a weekend trip with your girlfriend. You think that's worse than having 18 years of hostility and resentment towards that man and his baby? Huh? Oh, okay.
I found a nigga in the bed with a bitch. Yo, I already did this story time on my page, but let me go ahead and retell it to y'all, okay? So, it was, I want to say the beginning of like the 2020s era, right? And I was dating this dude. Now, mind you, this dude had got a house out, like a big ass house, like on this south side of Atlanta, okay? So me, the type of bitch I am, always kept my own shit because I always kept my pieces where? In my own shit. Exactly. So, anyways, this is what I was supposed to be doing, okay? At this time, I was a dancer, okay? I had a homegirl hit me up, said she wanted to go to Alabama to dance at this club, okay? That this club promoter hit her up, So I'm telling her, okay, cool. She asked me if I could drive. I said, yeah, cool. I'll drive, whatever. Mind you, I had knew some niggas in Alabama. So I was like, I could make a bag, cool, whatever. Now, the relationship at that time, how it was, is like this person knew I was a dancer. He did his thing, I did my thing, but not any disrespect, okay, to this extent. So I end up telling him like, hey, yeah, I'm going to Alabama to dance at this club or whatever. I'm going with, one of my associates and her cousins are going with us. I'm driving though. He's like, okay, cool, whatever. All right. So I get in the car. I leave the house at 10 p.m. Okay. So it's me, the associate, and her two cousins. Okay. We drive out there. We get to that dancer.
I'm going to stop it right there. As soon as she started and she said, I'm a dancer, and he probably was in the street, I'm thinking nightmare, right? Atlanta, sleeping with random girls. He probably was a hot boy. You already know what's happening down in Atlanta. You probably think it's okay to just, you're already in the club, swinging it for ballers, jumping on poles for ballers. I can imagine what you're pit up with. You remind me of one of those same thumbnails I made with the girl standing with the three other girls on one guy on a Lamborghini. That's how it is down there. You're all chasing the same guy. And that guy probably was that guy. And you're talking about He cheated on you?
You can't make this shit up.
No matter where you go, there you are. Other than that, thank y'all for watching. See you next video.
Hold the line. Stay with me.
Coming.